when we first started to think about what topics you might have, you had just run an event where one of your sponsors was somebody called Judo Bank. It's one of the new banks. And I was wondering if we could just have a chat about them and innovation in the financial sector, because it's not something we typically talk about. Often people think about innovation as being IT or other technology-based things, but there's a lot that can be done in that sector. What can you tell us about these people and what's happening there?
Well, we live in the era, Antonio, of the tech. So we have medtech, we have agtech, and of course we have fintech. Now, what happened a few short years ago is the regulators approved the addition of some additional banks into the Australian market. And my understanding of that, there were 2 or possibly even 3 banks who received banking licenses in Australia, and 2, if not 3 of them, were actually purely online banks. So Judo Bank is one of them. Now, Judo Bank focuses almost exclusively on lending to the business sector, and most primarily to the SME sector. There are other online banks that focus on home mortgage lending and other parts of the market. My understanding, exactly. So what they're saying, and I had a chat with their state general manager, is effectively because they're focused, meaning that lending to business is their primary activity, because their overheads are lower, because they don't have the bricks and mortar shop fronts through, let's say, branches and the like, which a bank typically does, that they can pass that competitiveness on to the borrower, to the business owner. And look, that all sounds very, very exciting. We have been speaking to Judo Bank of late because Judo Bank are a recent member of Business SA, and they did sponsor an event which we held at Adelaide Town Hall, and they seem to be very proactive. So we are, like many people, looking forward to learning more about Judo Bank over the years, because the whole concept of Judo Bank, I must say, does sound quite innovative.
Well, it's doubly interesting for me because I'm running a project with a large international bank at the moment, helping some CEOs of their subsidiaries. And for one of them, one of this strategic issue, the CEO was mentioning, and I said a few months ago, that looks like a good judo strategy environment. And now I went to the website of Judo Bank, and they do explicitly state the judo strategy as a founding, a basis for their thinking. It's very, very useful, and I think it makes a lot of sense when there's a new entrant into an area with lots of incumbents. Anyway, so we look forward to seeing what they do. Maybe I'll try to bring them on air sometime. And
that would be